Sounds real?
Sounds real?
This is the Sounds Real show. I'm Jason,
AJ.
and we're going to be reviewing some stuff. Uh, all the stuff that we're going to review on the show is solely our opinions. And so we started going to some shows. We started last year, uh, especially, in town. The music scene is just jumping. It's alive. It's unbelievable. And so we're going to talk about the shows. We're going to talk about, our picks for music,
Movies.
yeah, some movies,
Food, sometimes, maybe.
food. We'll have some other shows to come up later. Got some surprises later on down the line.
Maybe
but
some
this
board
is
games.
maybe.
Maybe, like zombies and horror board games and stuff. And
So this is our pilot, and hopefully you guys like what you hear, like what you see. So we just recently went to one of the shows that we went to was Hemlock. I don't know if you remember the band. They're back from the 90s. I believe, 96?
yeah, no, wait, 93 is when they formed because it was their 30-year tour.
That's right.
30-year tour.
That's right, 30 year, the dirty 30 year. And as you can see in the background, I had to get it. I had to get it. I had to get the lunchbox. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, snap. What a surprise. Lo and behold, I had to pick up these. So I have the whole discography. And what can I say? They were tight. They're awesome.
They were an awesome show. No, you know my opinion about it, but if you don't know, it was actually one of the best shows this year that we've seen, or at least in my opinion that I saw. A lot of energy. They just rocked it, man. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of people there, unfortunately, because they were playing the night after Morbid Angel had played.
Which we saw, by the way.
Which we saw, and it was a sold-out show. But boy, they played if they were playing in front of 100 or 1,000 person arena. I mean, that's the energy I got from them.
Definitely.
Yeah, sound was good. They sounded great. The music was great. They were tight, and he smiled a lot.
and in the spirit of Hemlock,
yes,
that's their sign. So you mentioned Morbid Angel. Yes, we did go to Morbid Angel as well.
Went to Morbid Angel.
They were touring with Skeletal Remains, Crypta, and Revocation. Crypta, awesome energy, awesome Brazilian band, just hands down. It was a good show.
Yeah, they were the opener, and they really got the audience going. I think they won a lot of fans that night because when I went to the back, in the back there was that whole line waiting for their merch. Skeletal Remains, excellent band, but it lacked something that night. I don't know if they're tired. They just didn't have that same energy that I was expecting from them. But they were tight and they did their thing. And Morbid Angel. You know, they've been around for
40 years. 40 years anniversary tour. If you guys didn't know.
Yeah.
And they still rocked it down. And
I think we're missing one. Oh,
nonetheless, Revocation.
Yes, that was my favorite of the night.
First time seeing Revocation. Actually, first time seeing all these bands, and I was just blown away.
Yeah.
Revocation had a lot of fun with the audience. They were high energy band as well, and I liked it. I loved it. That was a good show.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Revocation was the highlight for me to see them. They were they were awesome. And our next show
last night. Last night, guys. We saw Omnium Gatherum,
Finland band.
Another band that's been around for a while.
Yeah, in the 90s.
90s, yeah. Not sure exactly, but man, they put out a lot of albums, and they were touring with Hinayana, and they're coming out of Austin. They just worked on a new album, and they were pretty good too.
Yeah,
they were solid. They're tight.
Totally fun show. Yeah. Once again, sounded good. The Rock House has one of the best sound systems. The lights that they use also. It's just, you're gonna have a lot of fun. You see any show at the Rock House. But yeah, Omnium Gatherum was a really really good show last night. Oh, interesting.
I liked it. It was another show for the books. I personally went to see Epic Death. He didn't join me that time, but Epic Death is coming straight out from Houston. They're a really good black metal band. Uh, Lots of energy. They played for almost 2 hours, so that was like stadium
Yeah,
style concert. I mean, you can't for the price I paid. Wow, really good band. They have the keyboardist and everything. It's a full size band, and they were tight as well. Good
yeah,
show, good show. We got some other shows coming up, and of course, we had some shows in the past. I'm not gonna go back all the way back, but just starting off this year. Um, what did we go in January? We went to Delta Bombers
Delta Bombers.
with the Reckless Ones,
Yeah,
and then after that was you saw Reverend Horton Heat.
I saw Red Horn Heat.
I didn't go to that one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
that was fantastic.
Calisdale Boys,
I
guys
missed
rocked
that
it.
one.
Guys rocked it. Oh, 156 Silence,
I missed that one.
awesome show. But don't worry, folks. 156 Silence is coming
Yeah, they're
back again
coming.
with Unearthed in May, Cinco de Mayo, guys. So that's gonna be a good show. And what else? We saw. God, there's so many bands that we've seen. Oh, Flesh God
We saw
Apocalypse.
Flesh God Apocalypse.
That
this
was a
year.
really good show with Wolfheart
That was
and
yeah,
Obscura.
Obscura. We saw Uada
Yes, that's right.
with Rotting Christ.
Rotting Christ. That was another good show. God, these bands have been putting out good stuff, and when you see them live, it's like wow. It's sometimes the CD doesn't do them justice.
No,
You have to experience a live performance.
absolutely, absolutely. A lot of times the CDs are either what I consider overpolished, overproduced. So when you see these bands live, man, you're just like, wow. I think Hemlock is a perfect example of that.
Yes, the
Their
intensity.
CDs are great, but compared to seeing them live and the way they drop that beat, yeah, it's
Hatriot, we love you guys. Another great
oh,
band.
Hatriot,
We
Cody.
saw them. I saw them twice. It was my second time I seen them. He's seen them last year,
Yes,
and wow, their energy too is just way up there. So we got some really good bands coming up on our next shows. As we attend the shows, we will review the shows. We have like I said before, Unearth.
Unearthed
Another
is coming
one.
up.
Doyle for Misfits fans. What else? I'm hoping to go to see Onyx. Believe it or not, Onyx is doing a 30-year tour also, and they are going to play Back the F Up in its entirety. So that's going to be a good show. What
Yeah,
else? What else am
absolutely.
I missing? I believe.
Well, for it's coming up.
Yeah, some big shows.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Havoc is coming up.
Oh, Havoc. Havoc's old
You
school
mentioned
thrash
Doyle. Insomnium. You
band.
mentioned.
Insomnium, guys.
Uh,
Another great one.
yeah, there's just 200 stab wounds.
200 stab wounds just been
I mean,
announced.
yeah, there's
It's yeah.
This is the year like someone had stated. This is the year that we're gonna go broke and deaf. So
Yes, exactly. So take your ear protection.
Where are the concerts going to be?
Concert's going to be.
these are all at the Rock House.
These are
I
all
believe.
at the Rock House. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, the Rock House.
Can you find these shows?
Follow the Rock House, or you can follow EP shows. Sometimes they're on there, but your best bet just follow the Rock House. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook, and yeah, to keep abreast of all the bands that are coming.
Definitely. There's show announcements like every other week or sometimes weekly.
And then
So-
we have inside knowledge that there's bands that gonna. I'm kidding. I'm gonna edit that.
So, like I was saying, guys,
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
Don't get
But,
scared.
you know.
Andy.
Now, this is just a driver. I'm not going to post it yet.
yeah, our producer's like.
Big
So-
stage.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, like I was saying, some of the stuff that we review. Like I said, I got the lunchbox, the CDs. I'm still in the process of listening to them all. It has been years, and
Well, I just want to get in really quick. and we're gonna actually be reviewing. We're not gonna just say, "Oh, that was a great show. That was nice." That doesn't mean anything. We'll actually, yeah, we're gonna actually do a little in depth
Critique.
critique of the actual shows or the books or books. I'm sorry, the music or the movies that you know. And I think we should have just fun with it.
Exactly, guys.
Like the perfect goal would be, how come that band that was said they sounded tired? Why did they sound tired? Like what was bad about it? Not bad, but what made you like, oh man, these guys could have been better, kind of thing.
Well, I mean,
They had no energy for
it was a
one.
bit lackluster. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
be honest.
Why?
It seemed like
they didn't want to be there.
they didn't want to be there. One
Yeah.
thing, they didn't really engage with the crowd, and one of the biggest flags was when their last song,
Yeah,
they just walked off the
they
stage.
walked off the stage. Yeah.
So okay, that's like a big like, okay, guys.
What was the crowd's reaction?
I mean,
Oh, they got into it.
they loved it.
I think what's happening though is all these bands that are coming into El Paso, as far as like Skeletal Remains, Rotting Christ, these really heavy bands, they play to audiences where they get the feedback is through like the mosh pit or and you see all these people moshing or whatever. For example, we saw a band at Lowbrow Palace. Oh my
Jesus
God,
Peace,
Jesus
Show Me the
Peace,
Body,
younger crowd, and the mosh pit was insane.
stage diving.
They're stage diving, and I mean it
Surf
was yeah, and it was like nonstop. They didn't let up, and so these bands that are coming that kind of feed off of that energy, you're not going to find it at the Rock House. I'm sorry to say, it's an older crowd. It's usually an 18 over crowd, so you get a lot of adults that we're not in their 40s and 50s, especially following some of these bands like Morbid Angel. They're not going to be moshing. You'll have some younger guys that'll start it, but it never really gets going. So I think like some of these bands, they come and they think, oh, well, the crowd's not into it, but that's not the case. The crowd's loving the music. It's just just an older audience that's
Plus,
not really into the.
another restriction I would say would be space.
Yeah,
there's
that's
just
true.
not enough room to start like a huge
like a
mosh
mosh pit. Yeah,
So when it does start, it's more like a circle.
yeah,
And yeah, that's about it. But like he
And-
said, the crowd loves it.
yeah, and as soon as it starts up too, it ends because it is an older audience, but I think that's a plus. I mean, if you want to go and see some of your favorite bands, and not worry about any
Yes, more intimate.
altercations. It's just just mellow out.
It's a more intimate experience. I love it personally. It's a lot better than being in those nosebleed sections where you can't even see the band. You just
or
see
you're watching it on a jumbo screen.
Yeah.
And this you can get as close to the stage as you want. I mean, well, you can't cross the barrier, but yeah, you're there.
Honestly, they're about like maybe
Yeah.
2.5 feet away.
You can smell them sometimes.
Yeah. Well, like last night, the singer from Omnium Gatherum jumped the stage onto the barrier, so he was right there. So he was singing right in front of me, right to my face. So it's an awesome experience.
It's very intimate.
Did you hug them?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I gave him a one arm hug.
Yeah, I think he kissed him too.
Wow. Maybe next show. But yeah, I mean, it was just hands down an awesome show. I love going to that venue. Never had any issues. Never had
That
any
beer's
problems.
cheap. That's why I mean, it's not cheap, but I mean it's
Decent.
Yeah, it's decent. It's normal beer prices. They don't hike it up. If you want to drink something that's like a Guinness, they got it. They got some imports. But if you want to drink something as as cheap as PBR, they have that too, which I like. I love PBR, so I don't mind it. And so you got a good time that way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, in conclusion, next show we will review whatever shows we've been to. We will highlight some of our picks for music, and me personally, I like to highlight some of the movies I get. Now, let me tell you, some of the movies I like that I'm interested are not Oscar-winning movies. So, don't be like, "Oh my God, he said it was a good movie." No, I base them off cheese value and other things like that. So, Hopefully, you guys like what you saw and heard, and hopefully, you'll be back for next episode. So make sure you subscribe.
Please
Smash that
like and
button.
subscribe, and we're out.